Hello, we are Group 4. My name is Hu Lingyuan.
My name is Xiao Ruiting.
My name is Pan Yuanbing.
My name is Shi Guanliang.
My name is Yang Renyu.
And today we are going to talk about the Misérables. And we will introduce this musical in several dimensions. And at the beginning, I want to talk about the author of this story. The first one I want to talk about is Alain Boublil. He is a French musical theater lyricist and librettist best known for his collaboration with the composer Claude Michel Schönberg for musical on Broadway and London's West End. And the second one is Claude Michel Schönberg. He is a French guy and a French recorder, producer, actor, singer, songwriter, and musical theater composer. Okay, and next one I want to talk about Hugo's sources. An incident Hugo witnessed in 1829 involved three strangers and the police officer. One of the strangers was a man who had stolen a loaf of bread. Similar to Jean Valjean, the officer was talking him to the coach. The thief also saw the mother and daughter playing with each other, which could be an inspiration for Fantine and Cosette. Hugo imagined the life of the man in jail and the mother and daughter taken away from each other.
Now we will talk about the background. In 1815, France under the July monarchy, Jean Valjean is a French prisoner in Bagan of Toulon who was imprisoned for stealing bread. He was released on parole. Detective Javert is in charge of monitoring. Now we will talk about the story to make the people know about what this story is talking about. Jean Valjean is a French prisoner who went to jail for stealing bread. He was extremely powerful in prison. Jean Valjean was released on parole. Jean Valjean was inferior in society due to his parole status. He was rescued by the bishop and allowed him to stay overnight. Because of the bishop's kindness, Jean Valjean decided to change his life. He worked hard to become the mayor. Then, he met Fantine. Before she died, he promised to take care of her young daughter, Cosette, who was owned by the rich people at the time. The year passed. Paris was experiencing June riots. Jean Valjean was on the streets of Paris and almost bumped into Javert. Cosette has grown up. She fell in love with the revolutionary young Marius at first sight in Paris. After the battle, the Revolutionary Party all died. Jean Valjean saved Marius' life and personally released Javert. The undercover authority arrested by the revolutionary youth. After being released, Javert developed ambivalence about his perseverance and the personal morality of Jean Valjean, and jumped into the river and died. The end of the story, Jean Valjean died and ascended to the heaven.
I'm going to introduce the song Look Down. The Look Down part is describing the main character. Jean Valjean had adult life in prison. He seemed angry with Javert, the warden. In the process of singing, we saw their steady personality. Among them, we can find many dissatisfaction and grievances in Jean Valjean's lyrics, but Javert sings back to Jean with arrogance and contempt. So the theme of the song, Look Down, is also mean the superior look down on the low-level people.
means I'm free.
No, it means you get your yellow ticket to flee. You are a thief.
I stole a loaf of bread.
You robbed a house.
I broke a window pane. My sister's child was close to death, and we were starving.
You'll starve again unless you learn the meaning of the law.
I know the meaning of those 19 years a slave of the law.
5 years for what you did, the rest because you tried to run. Yes, 24601.
My name is Sean Verschown.
And I'm Xavier. Do not forget my name. Do not forget me. 24601. Look down, you'll always be a slave. Look down, you're standing in your grave.
Next, I'm going to introduce the song at the end of the day. The background of the song is based on workers' living get off work. We can find many daily chores in lyrics and interpreted with the disperse between the employee and the boss in the lyrics.
You get nothing for nothing. Sitting flat in your butt doesn't buy any bread.
There are children back at home, and the children have got to be fed, and you're lucky to be in a job.
Acting our beds.
And we're counting our blessings.
Have you seen how the foreman is fuming today? With his terrible breath and his wandering hands.
It's because little Fonty won't give him his way.
Take a look at his trousers, you'll see where he stands.
At the end of the day, it's another day over. Giving up in your pocket the last of it. Take a landlord, take a shop. You'll come on as long as you're able. You'll go here till you go. You're expected to come to the table. But you've got to pay your way. At the end of the day.
And what have we here, little innocent sister? Come on, Fantine, let's have all the news. Dear Fantine, you must send us more money. Your child needs a doctor, there's no time to lose. Give that letter to me, it is none of your business. With a husband at home and a bit on the side. Is there anyone here who can swear before God she has nothing to fear, she has nothing to hide?
What is this fighting all about? Will someone tear these two apart? This is a factory, not a circus. Now come on, ladies, settle down. I run a business of repute. I am the mayor of this town. I look to you to sort this out and be as patient as you can.
Now someone say how this began.
Am I going to introduce a song called One Day More? And the song appeared before the revolution started and is tells character in near Monaco before the war.
One day more, another day, another destiny, this never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time, one day more.
I did not live until today. How can I live when we are parted?
One day more.
Tomorrow you'll be worlds away, and yet with you my world has started.
One more day I'm on my own.
Will we ever meet again?
One more day with him not caring.
I was born to be with you,
What a life I might have known.
and I swear I will be true.
But he never saw me
One more day before the storm, follow as you go. At the barricades of freedom, shall I join my brother there? When the ranks begin to fall, do I stay and do I dare? Will you take your place with me? The time is now, the day is here. One day more. One more day to river, we will nip it in the bud. I will join these little schoolboys, they will wet themselves with mud.
That's your best life. Let her know you like when there's a free for all. Here a little dip, here a little touch. Faster than the birds on the lovely sky.
And I'm going to introduce the song Red and Black. And this is a song appear in the part of Revolutionary Party are discussing for having revolution in the bar. But the main character, Marius, is just falling in love with Cosette, so his partner are mad at him. So the song is talking about their spirit of revolution and argue and try to get Marius back.
As up to down the sections are prepared to back to straining at the lead. Students, workers, everyone, there's a river on the run. Like the flowing of a tide carries coming to our side. The time is near, so near, it's stirring the blood in their veins. And yet beware, don't let the wine go to your brains. For the army we fight is a dangerous foe, with the men in the arms that we never could match. Oh, it's easy to sit here and swallow like flies, but the National Guard will be harder to catch. We need a sign to rally the people, to call them to arms, to bring them in line. Marius, you're late. What's wrong today? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Some whine and say, what's going on?
Ghost, you say? A ghost may be. She was just like a ghost to me. 1 minute there, then she was gone.
I am a god, I am aghast. Is Marius in love at last? I've never seen him ooh and ah. You talk of battles to be won, and here he comes like Don Juan. It's better than an opera.
It is
time for us all to decide who we are. Do we fight for the right to a night at the opera now? Have you asked of yourselves what's the price you might pay? Is it simply a game for rich young boys to play? The color of the world is changing day by day. Red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past. Red, a world about to dawn. Black, the night that ends at last.
And then the next song is Do You Hear the People Sing? And its background is the General Lamarck's funeral, and the Revolutionary Party are trying to call everyone to join the revolution. And this song is a representative song of resisting totalitarianism.
Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can give so that our banner may advance? Some will fall and some will live. Will you stand up and take your chance? The blood of the martyrs will water the meadows of France. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Thank you for your listening. Bye.